What did you like better, Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back?
Empire.
Blasphemy.
Empire had the better ending. I mean, Luke gets his hand cut off, finds out Vader's his father, Han gets frozen, taken away by Boba Fett. It ends on such a down note. I mean, that's what life is, a series of down endings. All Jedi had was a bunch of Muppets.
In 1993, a little-known aspiring filmmaker by the name of Kevin Smith set out to make his feature debut, a black-and-white gem called Clerks. While the film didn't break records, it did teach an important lesson. All you need to make a good movie is good writing. As it stands, Clerks, as funny as it is honestly nothing more than two convenience store lifers standing around and bullshitting for 90 minutes. Clerks chronicles Dante Hicks and Randall Graves, played by Brian O'Halloran and Jeff Anderson. They're hetero life mates who've been forced to stick it out due to their common career paths. Dante works at the Quick Stop, a little convenience store, while Randall inefficiently runs RST Video next door. Periodically, Randall abandons his post to come bullshit with Dante about the shitty customers.
The milkmaids. The women that go through every gallon of milk looking for that later date, as if somewhere beyond all the other gallons is a container of milk that won't go bad for like a decade.
What would you get for a 6-year-old boy who chronically wets his bed?
So do you have any new movies in?
Do you have that one with that guy who was in that movie that was out last year?
Or his take on the original Star Wars trilogy. The prequels obviously weren't out yet. Dante also gets frequent visits from his girlfriend Veronica, who continuously pushes him to go back to college and better himself. It's later revealed that Dante is also involved with an old high school flame, a promiscuous woman named Caitlin, and he has issues with which girl to pick, even though Caitlin apparently cheated on him on several occasions in the past.
She cheated on you how many times?
8.5.
8.5?
When I first saw the film, I didn't know what to make of it. At that point, I hadn't watched a ton of independent films, so I didn't really know what to expect the first time I popped it into my VCR. It was surprisingly funny, raw and foul-mouthed while employing some interesting characters. The scene I'll always remember, though, is where Randall dissects the end of Return of the Jedi. Randall points out that because the second Death Star was still under construction when the rebels blew it up, all those innocent contractors who were still working on it were killed as a result of personal politics. When I first saw this movie, I honestly wasn't paying attention to Randall's speech. This was a period of time where Star Wars was life to me, and nothing else existed. To hear a character in a movie sit around and talk about Star Wars was amusing, to say the least. But when I sat through the film a second time and honed in on what it was Randall was actually saying, I realized the genius of Smith's work. Smith is probably a better writer than he is director, and that's what gets you to enjoy the movie. It doesn't look like much, but it's extremely entertaining.
37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
Hey, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
Without ruining the rest of the film for those who haven't seen it, there are a few scenes where they actually leave the convenience store to play hockey on the roof and go to a wake, both of which are standout scenes, but 90% of the movie takes place at the Quick Stop. There actually is a conflict later on in the film, where Dante digs a bigger hole for himself concerning his love life, and Randall helps make the hole deeper still by consulting Dante's girlfriend Veronica about his feelings for Caitlin.
And if you think 37 dicks are a lot, then you just wait and see, mister. I'm going to put the hookers in Times Square to shame with all the guys I go down on now.
The one other thing I have to introduce are the debut of Jay and Silent Bob, played by Smith's real-life friend Jason Mewes, and Smith himself as his silent partner. These two characters are staples of Smith's earlier films. While a lot of people probably first heard of them in Smith's follow-up film Mallrats, or even the more mainstream road trip movie Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, this was actually their very first appearance. They don't have a lot to do with the film, other than to stand outside Quick Stop, harass the customers, deal drugs, annoy Dante and Randall.
Yeah, open a video store.
Shut the fuck up, junkie.
And dance. That's right, Silent Bob's dance scene is one of the more memorable segments of the whole movie. As a matter of fact, at Q&A session, Smith is actually requested to perform the dance.
And I was just wondering, even though I don't have any of the time music to play for you, if you'd show us some of those smooth moves.
Oh, fuck you.
I actually found out about these characters while seeing Scream 3 in theaters. For some reason they have a small cameo, but it was that cameo that got me interested in seeing these films in the first place, making me a lifelong Kevin Smith fan. Clerks left a profound impact on how I viewed filmmaking. It showed me that you can make a movie about anything, as long as you make it entertaining.
The porno mags?
Yeah. I like the cartoons. They make me laugh. They draw some of the biggest titties you ever saw.
It has that gritty, undiscovered quality about it. For some reason, I can't picture this film in color. The black and white, amateur quality further enhances its comedic charm. Now, is it entertaining by today's standards? Well, I'm one of those that thinks it was kind of overshadowed by its 2006 sequel, Clerks 2, which was much more of a physical comedy. Clerks plays somewhat like a stand-up comic, and as you might know, the more you watch one, the softer the impact is each time you see it. You could close your eyes the whole time and get every joke, because it's all about the dialogue.
Okay, I need one each of the following tapes. Whispers in the Wind, To Each His Own, Put It Where It Doesn't Belong, My Pipes Need Cleaning, All Tit Fucking Volume 8, I Need Your Cock, Ass Worshipping Rim Jobbers, My Cutting 8 Shafts, Come Clean, Come Gargling Naked Sluts, Come Buns 3, Coming in Socks, Come On Eileen, Huge Black Cocks with Pearly White Cum, Girls Who Crave Cunt.
But seeing the film today, it definitely stands the test of time. I bet it would be as funny being released today as it was back then. Clerks was the beginning of Kevin Smith's New Jersey Chronicles, which concluded with Clerks 2, bringing his anthology full circle. In 2000, it even spawned an animated series, which only aired for 2 episodes. You can buy the complete series on DVD, it's actually 6 episodes, and even though they are very slapsticky, they're really funny cartoons.
Look how scared he is. He's shaking.
No, he's masturbating.
All rise, the Honorable Judge Reinhold presiding. Show some respect for Judge Reinhold. I'm sorry, Judge.
Oh, that's okay. It's more laughs than I got in head office.
Tune in next week and I'll delve into Mallrats, continuing my homage to cinematic greatness.